Okay, everyone, welcome back today. While we are doing this, I've launched a poll. Is this your first time with us attending this webinar? Do let us know. Okay, now I've seen, there are a couple of you who are new here. So let me tell you what we do in this webinar. We have a daily webinar where Gene will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for very specific currency for each day. Monday we talk about Aussie and New Zealand, Tuesday the euro, Wednesday is the pound, yen, Thursday is the yen and gold, and Friday the Canadian dollar and the cryptocurrencies. So today it's a Friday, so Gene will be talking about the Canadian pairs as he'll be taking us to different time frames. This webinar is going to be very beneficial to both long-term investors and short-term traders. During this session, Gene will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlight potential targets and risks. However, disclaimer, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Now, a quick introduction to Gene. Gene is the founder of LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. Gene runs LCMS Traders where he coaches traders on Forex, on how to be consistent and profitable. And of course, Forex Briefcase, which are managed account services where Gene trades an AUM of more than 12 million USD on a daily basis. Now, Gene has been invited to speak on many stages globally like Hong Kong, KL, Bangkok, and of course, Singapore to give his views on what's happening in the Forex market. Now, I'm going to run a second poll right now. Okay, let me end this poll and run a second poll on how did you get to know us? Do let us know because it is very important to share with anyone who trades in the forex. So we would like to entice more people to come. So I see a lot of you coming from the Telegram channel. Now, while Telegram channel, so I'm going to take this opportunity to share with you more about LCMS Traders Club here. Okay, so LCMS Traders Club. Let me share. Here you go. There you go. Yes. Okay. Now, LCMS Traders Club is where we teach, guide, signal, coach you to a better and more profitable trader. This is the place to be regardless of whether you're new, experienced, part-time or full-time trading. Currently we are a private group on Facebook, but we will be upgrading our club to something exciting next week. So do stay tuned for this very exciting development coming soon. Okay, so if you have now, I've seen already on the poll that a lot of you join us from the Telegram channel. You have been enjoying our trade signals free, absolutely free. A question you might have is that when we are told where to get to a trade, but you do not know where to exit. Now, in the Traders Club, we not only give you the signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also tell you the strategy behind the signals and actually guide you on where to exit and with specific reasons, so that in the long run, you not only earn from us, but you also learn how to trade better. Now, for example, you can see here, yesterday we issued a sell euro pound 0.8637 with a stop loss and three possible take profit targets. We give the analysis here, and we've got the charts. And when it hits the TP1, we look at the market. We will suggest you to secure at TP1. Secure means close the trade. Okay, so now if you want to learn new strategies or require some coaching, we also have members only live Zoom sessions on Monday and Wednesdays evening. On Monday, we run through trade ideas, teach you new strategies, update you on recent market and economic developments. This is also the opportunity to pick Gene's brains on pretty much any trading related questions that you might have. And also on Wednesdays, we also run live trading sessions so they can trade together with Gene. And then you can together, know how he trades as well. And also you can profit together while trading on the same platform. Lastly, we had a wide range of analysis in the Traders Club for all club members. We have the weekly currency correlation here. You can see here, currency correlation where we issue every weekend on a Sunday, which we see which is currency pairs are positive or negatively correlated with each other. And also the currency watch list, where every morning we will take a look at the currency pairs and to see what possible actions you can do, a buy or sell, and also what possible entry levels and what potential profits you could actually have, you exit out as well. Now, of course, We have a lot of breaking news, a lot of information, best information just for your trading. We're shortcutting your way to your trading success. Now, how to join this group here? It is a paid subscription of $199 a year, which is really a less than $1 a day. If you are facing any uncertainty in your trading or taking any risk on your trades, you need to join the club to get some guidance towards profit and get some coaching to improve on your confidence and strategy immediately. Now, trading can be lonely, but with a close-knit community ready to share here, trading can be very enjoyable and definitely profitable. Now, you are already not in the Traders Club, you make sure you click on the link to join right now. Now, with this, let me pass over to Jean for the Canadian pair analysis.
Hello. Right. So so I was getting a bit distracted with the whole chatter going there on the Zoom chat there. So for those of you who are joining us live on Facebook, get onto the Zoom. We have the live chat happening right there. So what am I going to do? I just lost my train of thought. Let me get this started. Okay, so forextradingasia.com, head there, look at the economic calendar. Today is Friday. Main thing that we want to focus on today, I'll tell you more. There was a request talking about, asking about what Fed chair was speaking about. So I'll tell you about that shortly. But main thing we're going to focus on tonight, or for trading today, will be the non-farm payrolls. So non-farm payrolls was 49K, expected 182. With that expectation, we're looking at probably some strength coming around, some recovery in terms of non-farm payrolls, hence some strength coming around for the US dollar. We have unemployment rate possibly staying at 6.3%, and then average hourly earnings keeping at 0.2%. So if all this holds stable and we do see that recovery in the non-farm payrolls data, then we could see some US dollar strength for tonight. This also will be leading up or supporting the move that we saw late last night, or early last night and late last night, when we saw the US dollar gain some strength across the board. But as I was telling you throughout the whole week already, I think that this non-farm payroll might be a little bit of a non-event. So don't expect that big 100-pip move. Don't expect the huge moves that usually will accompany a non-farm payroll data release. We could actually see some move, possibly a little bit more subdued than usual. Okay, that's the end of the week. Looking into next week, right? So as we head into this Friday, I like to look into what happens next week, what could happen next week to plan. Okay, so because if you enter any trade right now, if you enter any trades tonight, if you don't close it out tonight, things that happen next week could be affecting how the price movement comes along. So what you want to pay attention to next week, let me scroll down. On Monday, not a lot of news happening on Monday in terms of big, hard, price-moving news release. On Tuesday, we have some manufacturing sales numbers coming from New Zealand. Again, a lot of yen news, but these are not going to be big price movers, especially for the yen pairs, okay? It doesn't usually move because of all these data. What you have to pay attention to in particular is on Wednesday. As I scroll through Wednesday, we have the US CPI numbers, okay? So what you realize is with this employment numbers that's going to be released tonight, the non-farm employment numbers is going to be released tonight, is going to feed into all these CPI numbers as well. So that's going to play a part, that should play a part with the trades that you get into if it's not short term. If it's a medium to longer term trades, do consider that CPI number on Wednesday next week. I will be guiding you through that throughout next week as well. And then more importantly, on Thursday next week, we have at 8:45. The euro deposit rates possibly most likely going to hold at minus 0.5%, and the rate decision and also the press conference following that. So on Thursday next week, big euro news coming out. I'll guide you through that on Tuesday next week. And then Canadian, okay, because today we are talking about Canadian dollar. So on Friday next week, we have Canadian employment change data coming around, was minus 212, expected some recovery at minus 47. Okay, so you might be able to see a bit of it firming up. The Canadian dollar firming up unemployment rate was 9.4%, expected to recover to 8.9%. So you can see, if you're looking for any Canadian dollar weakness, that might be only for a week. We might see it firm up with employment data recovering next week. So with all that in mind, looking at the charts, I will first look at the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar hasn't done too much. We saw that, I'll zoom in one. We saw that big spike downwards and then recovering back up again. If I put it onto the H1 time frame, it was a big drop. In 2 hours, we had about a 60 something pip drop downwards, primarily because of OPEC. The OPEC decision coming around, saying that, well, one of the members saying that they were going to hold their reserve. They're not going to release their reserve, so they're going to keep reserve and also cut production. So that big drop, that strength towards the Canadian dollar because of oil prices. And then after that, as you can see, if you follow the steps, this would have saved you a lot of heartache. Outside of Bollinger Band, too late to sell at that point. If you didn't get into that trade outside of Bollinger Band, what's likely to happen? It would come back into Bollinger Band. We saw that dollar strength come back around as Powell was speaking, shooting back up in 2 hours, back up that 100 and something pips, now back into the 1.2635 support level. So coming back to the H4 time frame at this 1.2635 support level, what's likely to happen? Okay, with the non-farm payrolls coming around, if we do expect some strength come around for the US dollar, I would expect to see it sit across tonight or today, now before possibly going up with some US dollar strength. I don't think this is going to be a pair that you will be trading actively tonight, especially with the idea that although we might see some US dollar strength come around, it will probably be a bit of a subdued non-farm payroll event. This will be a trade that you're looking for very short-term trades, right? Very small trade possibility. You're looking for it to come down, bounce off 12635, and as it bounces off at about 12655, you could be looking at a 30 pip stop loss for that 60 to 70 pip take profit level. Okay, 12655, 30 pip stop loss, 60 to 70 pip take profit level. You're looking at a risk reward ratio of at least 1:2. But this will be dependent on two things. One, that we see a good non-farm payroll number for the US, and two, that we see price action actually come down and bounce off this 1.2635 support level. All right. So that aside, that was the US CAD, straightforward, nothing much to go through. Looking at a bit of a review, on Monday, we spoke about the Aussie dollar, saying that it was going to go up towards the 7844 level. Didn't break above that resistance level. So that was very important. Part two of that trade idea was if it broke above 7844, we could see it going towards 7950. Didn't break, came back down. So high importance in terms of your support and resistance level. Some of you did catch the euro dollar move downwards. We talked about this earlier in the week. Euro dollar, I spoke about this yesterday actually, before it moved, rejecting that 1 1.2053 level towards 1.1963. Okay, so if you had that move, 30 pip stop loss for a very good 60 pip take profit level, 1:2 risk reward ratios there. At the pound dollar, there was a little bit of a straddle, not a very tight straddle there, but at this point, pound is right in the middle. Didn't break above that 1.4 level, so we didn't see that move upwards. I know some of you caught this yen move as it broke above 107, moving towards 108. So if you caught that move, great. If you haven't closed that trade, big hint right now is that it looks like it might retrace back down a little bit as it hits that 108 level. So if you haven't closed that trade, possibly something to think about to close it out. Euro yen hasn't moved as we saw that conflicting move between the yen and the euro dollar. Pound yen as well, moving slightly up towards 105. Did say that it would test 105 before possibly turning back down again. So it looks like it's testing that level. Let's see whether it will turn back down. So that was the US CAD and a quick review of all the analysis done this week. And also, with the news happening this week and also next week. So a quick review about what Powell spoke about in terms of last night at 1 a.m. Basically, what he said was the Fed would be committed to hold and achieve its goals, its inflation goals of that 2%. Inflation is likely to increase, but possibly they're going to keep maintaining to watch whether it's going to be a consistent increase or whether it's just going to fluctuate around. It will take time. It will take time to get back to the employment numbers. It will take time to get to its goals. And then with all that, why we saw the US dollar strength come around is because they were not looking at doing more actions. They didn't say that they need to take more actions. They didn't say that they need to cut rates or print more money. They actually did mention that they might, they will forewarn if they're going to taper. They did mention that they're going to hold on to its current cost. And I like it when central bankers say they're going to hold on to their current path because that stability, that consistency is going to give a bit of confidence. And with that confidence, this is also one of the reasons why we saw the US dollar gain strength last night as Powell was speaking. All right. So I hope that helps with your analysis in terms of the US dollar, that short to medium term US dollar strength. Now I'll pass it back to Daniel to guide you through some of the cryptocurrencies.
Okay, thank you, Jin. Let's look at the cryptocurrencies right now. Okay, so look at Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has been moving as what we did expect. It did move up, comes back down, and I did say that at the 50,000 level, coming back down could be supported around 45,000. If it goes down, of course, it can go to a 40,000 level, but it has been holding on and expected here it is move on. Not much news coming in, not much reaction with the economy. A lot of the country's economy coming, thinking there's a recovery. More or less, is hovering stable right now between 45 and 50,000. Looking forward, there isn't much fundamental coming in. We do know that a lot of companies starting to accept cryptocurrencies. However, moving forward, there isn't much exciting news coming in. What we could do is we could follow the trend. I think most likely it will continue to move horizontally across. Okay, with the news here. Oh, where's my arrow? Okay, here you go. Most likely it will move across for the week ahead, and only if it breaks the 50,000 mark here, okay, about 50,000 mark, would you possibly look to a target of almost 55,000 or even pushing it to a 60,000 mark at 55,000? Let me put this here, put it up. I'll take a look at here about 55, 56,000. This will be a target that if you are looking to trade your cryptocurrencies, breaking only above 50,000 before, that means that it could be a momentum before it can go up to 55. 45,000 pairs. But right now we are looking, in fact, moving in across within the 45 and 50,000 range. Okay, so now that's what happened. Ethereum follows almost quite correlated to the Bitcoin. Okay, so you can see the uptrend coming back down, a lot of profit taking movements right now, and it is really supported at about 1,400 level. I think it could continue to be supported. We're moving across at 1,400 level. um, However, Ethereum is anybody's guess right now. Most likely it will move across and follow the Bitcoin and move up to a possible of, I don't even think it will go to 20,000, 2,000 straight away. Perhaps more like it will hit something somewhere in between. I would think it will hit about 18,000 first, a level, and before there's any reactions to move a continuation to the 2,000 level here. So again, I think it will move across. Most likely seems to be will be supported at the current level of 1,400, or moving across between 1,400 1,600, most likely moving across following the Bitcoin. Then if the demand comes in again, we could probably look at a possible up to about 1,700. But watch for it. If it breaks above 1,600, then I would consider a possible move upwards. Else, it's going to most likely be moving across only. Okay, so that's what I have for the cryptocurrency pairs. Okay, so for now, let me do another poll. How review and for this review this chart. How do you find these sessions today? Okay, so how do you find these sessions today? So for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded in the LCMS Traders YouTube channel. So thank you for joining sessions today. We'll catch you back on Monday for the Aussie and New Zealand pairs. Looking forward to see you then. Bye.